is Sherry Hayes with MomDelights.com. I'm a mom of 15, been homeschooling for 30 years, married for 37 years, and I like to share a lot about homeschooling and my life and whatever the Lord's taught me so I can encourage others. And today I'm going to talk to you about the curriculum we're using with or the curriculum plans we have for a daughter who's 12 going on 13. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the space of the 12-year-old. You see that here her sister made some paper stars, and isn't that cute? This is a cubby hole she has in this room. When we first moved in, our landlord said there's a room downstairs in the basement that would be perfect for homeschooling. And so, you know, I thought, well, we usually do it at the dining room table, but as we've lived here, this is like perfect, not for our group time, but for the individual study stations, because our girls do a lot of independent work, except for the youngest that I kind of sit next to her at the bar. But this is our little 12-year-old space. So right here she has her pens, and she has the light that she inherited from her older sister who, when she went to Korea, all she could take was some luggage, and so all the goodies she doled out to her sisters. And here's a Mac she inherited from her grandma, or we did, and she uses that sometimes. And down here are her school items. This is a tin of colored pencils, all different colors. Let me get this out of the way. Her little earbuds. And she's got some Kleenex. She tried to make this very special for herself. She's a little bit of a minimalist. She likes neatness. So here is the notebook that she uses. Here are her notes from yesterday. We were studying U.S. history, American history. So she's got that there. She likes to use this she loves notebooking. This girl is a notebooking queen, so she loves to notebook. And this is about thoroughbreds. This is the end of her thoroughbred. She's reading through The Album of Horses by Marguerite Henry. And I can put a link to that. Anyway, so she's going through, for her science, she is going through methodically, and she is showcasing each one of the breeds that is talked about. Here, as I shared the other day about our other daughter, we use this Flash Kids for like areas that sometimes, like, there's a little bit of test prep in the back, and I want my kids to get used to taking tests, even though we don't do standardized testing. But this kind of just like in any area that I think maybe we need a little more structure, this kind of provides it for us, and it was really cheap. I think I paid $6 for this whole book, and it's got spelling and grammar and math and everything in it. You know, I love to do Harvey's grammar, and I love to do the everything McGuffey, and I love Ray's arithmetic, but every once in a while, because of our modern times, you have to have some modern input, so I do that. And here is her checklist. I didn't get to share too much about that in our other video about my other daughter, but I have 3 weeks worth of checklists on this page, and I don't want to go very much past that. Because, you know, things change. We go, oh, this book isn't working. No, we got to do this on this day and stuff like that. But basically, I also have just the days on here. Instead of saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday like that, I have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. That way, if we're interrupted with something like this next week, we're going to go to the zoo with our homeschool group. So that day, we'll probably not get to regular academics. So all I have to do is, then the next day we start up again, we just go to that day on the list. We don't have to say, oh no, we missed this Friday, you know, stuff like that. And I also don't like plug everything into a calendar per se, so that it gives us the opportunity for the interruptions of life or the learning opportunities that aren't just bookish learning, that we can fit them all in. And then I put them in my the record book that I have, and everything counts, you know, everything is learning, right? So anyway, so you can kind of see how we do. I'll have to explain sometime how I do those checklists. So she's in the 4th eclectic reader for her McGuffeys. And so this is the lesson book that she uses. And this one is, because, you know, she doesn't need for me to copy everything for her first and stuff. This is her dictation. There's a narration. She's writing narrations now. There's still a place for her to, isn't that neat? Good, she drew. It's about kite flying and perseverance, this one was. And so she's saying, try again. So she's a good artist. There's John and Lucy and I. So, and here is Kite, Lucy, and John. So there's her little drawing. She likes to draw in stories. Here's her copy work. I picked the paragraph, number 11. So because in the McGuffey readers, the paragraphs are numbered, which I know this really is convenient in a lot of ways. Like here, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can actually put up here, like when I go through, I'll pick the paragraph I want her to copy, because her personality, she tries to pick the smallest one she can find. So I have to pick her a little. I'm not mean. I don't pick the longest, but I challenge her a little bit. So there's her words. Here's some sentences she created. And I guess she would be, I think she's more 6th, maybe early 7th level. I don't really do that too much. So besides that, I also have some cursive for her, because, I mean, she's kind of reticent about using cursive. It's not like her fun thing. And so I know but I've actually done a blog post on cursive, because I used to be kind of negative towards cursive. I thought, you don't have to teach your kids cursive. But then I found out a lot of fun things, like it actually helps people think better. Who knew, right? So, yeah, so I have to kind of encourage her that way. Here's the album of horses that she's going through by Marguerite. I got this secondhand because she enjoyed horses. So I thought, for science, I like to have the kids explore things that they like, especially in the younger years. So this is really a nice book. And she's going through each of the breeds, and she's writing about them. Now, along with that, a neat find that I had that really kind of wraps it up and puts it together in a nice little package is this horse. Sorry, it's taking a minute to focus. Come on, little phone. Okay, this horse anatomy book, which is from Dover. Okay, and it's very inexpensive. But here it goes into the structure of the hair follicles. Oh, it's so nifty. Look at that. Isn't that the niftiest thing? So that way she can enjoy that. And it goes into the skeletal structure and the muscular and all that kind of thing. And look at that. It goes into detail. So she loves this. And in here also I have another folder for her, like I had for her sister. And it has, the U.S. map and the world map. And it has this multiplication chart. And then from the complete curriculum, I also have a spelling table that they were using for the spelling curriculum, but not necessarily so much now, because I think she's on the road to good spelling. McGuffeys does that usually. And some of us need a little more help, but McGuffeys usually is pretty decent for just with the idea that you have so much exposure to good words that are spelled over and over again, that it kind of hits you where it needs to. Here she's put this stuff that we've been studying about, Providence, Rhode Island, and Roanoke Island, and different things, because we've been studying these. And this has Plymouth, Massachusetts on it. Just the different areas we've been reading about and studying. And here's that timeline from Lori White. King Alfred's English is in there. And I think the website is theshorterword.com. I will try to put that in my comments so you can find it, because that's such a neat thing. Here's her nature notebook. This is her rendition of the poem about the violet, and she has drawn the violet. So we haven't really done much in that because we got brand new ones this year. So that's her stuff. Now over here also she has a bottom drawer. This is where she's put her chargers and different things she's working on. She likes to watercolor and sketch, so she's got that there. And so pretty much that So so what we do is in group time, then we're doing our Bible and our social studies together. And then she has notebooking assignments. Oh, and she also has a notebooking 3-ring binder. Let's see if I can do it with one hand, get it out of here. Kind of messed it up. This set of drawers, as you can see, is a little bit broken. We make do with what we have sometimes, don't we, ladies? Let's see if I can get it out. Okay, there we go. Oh, here it is. Okay, so she wanted to decorate hers. She loves notebooking and scrapbooking and everything. She doesn't really have hers. Oh, that's right. She keeps hers in a thing, but I have these binder book things all ready to go. We're probably going to use those mostly for our American history. Oh, look at this. My nature journal. And she had to put a doggy because she loves dogs and horses. Those are her things. And so we kind of, okay, so if you understand what I'm doing, how I set all this stuff up, is I basically put together what I would like for them to learn, and then I just have them do a little bit every day, but I don't have it all plotted out. I don't have like a master list or anything. We just kind of go along and we just go through everything little bit by little bit. So that is her stuff. And she's not really interested in music, so we don't do piano. She likes art and animals, and we have a koi pond that she's really interested in. We have a koi pond that has a fall. When we moved into this house, the pond was there, and it had a pump that pumped the water through. And so Daddy said, well, let's get some fish. And oh boy, she was so overjoyed. She was so excited. So we got 3 koi and a whole bunch of goldfish, and we got a catfish. And now we've kind of maintaining that and making sure they're fed and making sure they're healthy. That's kind of been a project that she's really enjoyed because she loves animals and she's wanted to have a pet. And so that's what she's been doing partly for her science part of everything too. So I think that she's going to do just fine. So I hope you enjoy this little overview of what we're doing. And if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. Thank you a lot. Bye-bye.